The wind howled across the icy ridges of Everest, a constant reminder that the mountain had no mercy. The 2022 climbing season had begun, and hopeful climbers from around the world set their sights on the summit. For many, it would be the ultimate achievement, but for some, it would be their final journey. As climbers made their way up the treacherous Khumbu icefall and through the thin air of the higher camps, the mood was cautiously optimistic. The weather was unusually favorable. Clear skies, lighter winds, and warmer than usual temperatures. It seemed as if Everest itself was granting an opportunity. By the end of the season, 690 climbers would reach the summit, a number that exceeded expectations. But Everest is never truly kind. Among those attempting the climb was Pavel Kostrikin, a seasoned Russian mountaineer. He had made it past the perilous Khumbu icefall and was resting at Camp 2 when something went terribly wrong. The altitude was taking its toll. His breathing became labored, his head pounded with pain, and he struggled to keep himself steady. These were the telltale signs of acute mountain sickness, AMS, a silent killer on Everest. Despite efforts to help him descend, Pavel's condition worsened. By the time he reached Camp 1, his body could no longer fight. He passed away in the high-altitude wilderness, surrounded by ice and silence. Everest had claimed another soul. Farther up the mountain, Deepak Mahat, a Nepali climber, also struggled against the effects of extreme altitude. Unlike Pavel, he was successfully evacuated and rushed to Kathmandu for emergency treatment. But altitude sickness is relentless, and even the best medical care could not save him. He succumbed to his condition in the safety of the city, proof that the dangers of Everest do not end when you leave the mountain. On the steep and unforgiving south face of Lhotse, a neighboring peak to Everest, Kudam Bir Tamang, a Nepali Sherpa, was assisting a South Korean expedition. The climb was ambitious, and the risk of avalanches was high. As they pushed forward, disaster struck. A massive avalanche roared down the face of the mountain, swallowing everything in its path. Snow and ice crashed down like an unstoppable wave, and when it settled, Kudam was gone. His body was never recovered. By the time the final climbers descended, 3 lives had been lost. Yet, the season would be remembered for both its success and its tragedy. Everest had once again given glory to some while taking others in return. The question remained, was the summit worth the risk? For those who had made it back, the answer was a resounding yes. But for those left behind, the mountain stood as a reminder that no amount of preparation could ever guarantee safety on the world's highest peak. And so the season ended. The mountain grew quiet once more, waiting for the next wave of dreamers, warriors, and those who dared to challenge its icy throne. Despite these losses, the season saw a high summit success rate, with 690 individuals reaching Everest's peak, facilitated by favorable weather conditions. The 2022 Mount Everest climbing season was marked by both remarkable successes and somber tragedies. Climbers faced the mountain's relentless challenges, with some achieving their lifelong dreams and others meeting unforeseen hardships.